Hello everyone, welcome to another day in Shroud, the Avatar. Today we find ourselves in game with Lara Dragonslayer, and since we've seen her last, I've actually purchased a new wand, Rock and Maple Necromancy plus 10. I think about 2,000 gold coins from the person's name there, because I don't want to misspell it or mispronunciate it. It was purchased in Crossroads from one of the vendors in there, and the reason why I've chosen the wand is because it helps us in our death attunement, which is what I've decided to start this character using. So getting the skills up to this level, we just need to get these up to level 40. It'll be interesting, the summon skeleton, and these ones will also be interesting to play around with. So coming to South Midmere Way, because it's still a very new character. So 2 skull instants, and I'm going to take her on some food this time just to help us. It can eat 2 meals, but with the level of this character and the level areas, I think we'll just need 1 meal to help our buffs to increase. And let's say I'm not quite familiar with this area, but when we see things I might be more familiar with it. So I'm just going to take the resources as we go around. There's a wolf up there. I'll change my deck into a random deck. Oh, I'm going to pull a bear as well by the looks of it. It's interesting because the bear is fighting the wolf. And I'll just thinking now, had to change to bludgeoning tree as well, because a wand is classed as a bludgeoning weapon for some reason. So that's why these are going up. Now we'll have to take on the bear, which might be a little more challenging. Each of the ones I've used a kind of fixed random thing, so the skills will only appear coming up in the particular areas, which is the way that I set this particular deck out. Let's just get these skinned and then I'll show you how the deck's set out. There's one of the ways you can set up the deck. If I get the right one, you'll have to come out in combat. Is these ones are fixed as we've been using before, so we can put the other ones. I've set up a group of random items in here, and I have made a slight boo-boo, but I'm going to leave it because the grade items can't be used, but those were always added in anyway. But I've added these, but I haven't blocked them down, which means that the arrow one can only appear here. The searing lay will only appear in this row, the stone fist will only appear in this row, and the death touch will only appear in this row. Just wondering if I can... She's supposed to be able to... Yeah, so now that can have the flame fist or the thingy. And purify, which one should I put that with? It's one I just want to quickly train up. That's alongside that, which is another one which I just want to train up. So now only the Purify or the Roots will appear in that one. This one can have Flame Fist or Stone Fist. So it's just a different way to lay out your deck. As I say, there are various different ways. Strength of Earth hasn't got a space. Should I put that behind? Or shall I just leave it there because it's not greatly important at the moment? I'm going to leave that one there. I don't think I can take it out because it will leave me with a slug, which is not a good thing. Don't quite know what that will do, but let's go with it. Let's see how this deck works out. As I say, it's working out a combat deck for your particular character's abilities. Here comes a... oh, the wolf. Interesting. Let's use the trip. Keep an eye on the health. We're attacking the... let's use that corpse explosion. I'll use it, so I don't think you can use it a second time. Can use it again. So leveled up on quite a lot of things. Death Mastery. Because we're using magics, of course the focus tree will grow a lot quicker. Strength tree naturally grows. Corpse Explosion, Bludgeon, and the two in the trees, let's say. This one's Death Mastery. What else do we have in there? We've got working on roots, so we can get down to this one. And we're working on the passive skills because they help damage resistance and strength. And what else do we have going on up there? In the normal tactics, your strength is going up. And this one is also a passive skill, which will go up. That's about all used in that combat. So let's loot our lovely loot and skin. Let's see what we get off our lovely little wolf down here. Got some animal hide and leveled up in some skinning. Yeah, the bludgeon tree was the other one I wanted to look at. It's a new tree for me as well, so we've got some other things here which we'll train on later. At the moment, just get that levelled up. That's when you're using the wand as a, I guess, a stabbing weapon. I heard somebody, oh, there's a camp up here. There's 3 of them. We're going to have to work this out. Keep an eye on our health because we might need to withdraw. On one at a time. Let's use some ranged abilities. Oh, and a walk. Oh, time to get out of here. Health up. And probably take down the wolf. As long as we don't die. Let's head back slowly. Don't want to pull all of them again, not unless we can help it. Let's get our health to come up. Just pull that one. Flame Fist. Another one of those. Rusty Hammer. I just want to get rid of these ones. That one. Level 33, level 38. Looking to see when we get things up to level 40. Another one coming in here. So that's got to be close. Some could be really close to them. There's a nice bear up here to skin. Oh, look, but you're going to be interrupted. Just got a few more things on him. Really want to have some of this death magic coming up. That's what we're trying to master on. Oh, these just respawn. So we do corpse explosion on that. Does do a bit of damage. We don't have much in the way of ranged, so we have to chase them down and and another one. Punching. Flame Fist. We haven't been reusing the root, have we? Don't forget about using that root to train it up. Can't combat. Take this bit of ore. Tree whilst we're doing the ore. I just want to get that so we can get to that one, so I'll try and remember to do it. Not to worry. Right, we'll take this tree. The resources we can sell or I can use for crafting. A little bit like Serpent Spine Mine. Well, let's go around and do some more venturing instead of harvesting. Looks like a wolf killed down here. You want to fight wolves. There's an exit up there. That is... mind you, they're getting some good defensive buffs on them. Because all the passives are still training even if you're not fighting. Some wolves around here. Yes, this is like Serpent Spine foothills, except without the mine. Just head up here, got some ore up here. I just know where there should be some more bandits to fight. Because I'd rather fight bandits with this character. Because you get gold off them, and also we can sell their weapons. There's one. Don't bother me. Just work on taking out the wolf, because he's a little bit more pain to me. And we can finalise our attack on... Ooh, that's not there. Where's your see purify? There's another one which I just want to train up on. I forget why I want to train purify. Banish the undead, purify burst. Why we want to do purify at the moment. I'll take it. I'll leave it in the tree, but I just won't emphasise on it. Right, yes, another load of lovely bandits up here. I don't think we'll take on 3 of them if we can help it. 1, 2, 3. Further back. The others might have gone. Oh yeah. Root them down. There we go. Level 40 on the bludgeon combat. Right, there we go, see if we can just take one of them. Even though I will take on 2 if they insist. You see one down here. Nope, somebody else decided to join us over here. They're both... right, they're both... That is loot, and we're now become over encumbered, which means it's going to be time for us to head out to sell our loot. Oops. What we got? Where's he gone? Here he is. Problems, it's just drawn in another group of people. That's right, we really need ranged abilities. Let's take on this one. That's why I create a ranged deck and a close deck. At the moment we don't have enough abilities yet, so... Right, let's just get these and then we'll have to head on out. So we're over encumbered. Not skinning of the bear. Oh, we're going to get it. Yeah. Somebody else who wants to die, so we won't disappoint him. Is he getting cover from that tree? Yeah, he was getting cover from the tree. Another one. Oh, and another one. Let's see how we stand in here. No, I don't think we're going to take on 4. Definitely wouldn't take on 4. Looks like we've gone down. There's a route when you want one. And why can't it lock to one target? So I'm changing between the targets. I think when you select a target, it should lock on the target unless the target goes out of range. Not to worry. And let's get that. Here's the exit. It's also becoming night time, so it's a good time to come out of combat. Here we are in our overworld. Bring up a bit of light. Our bearings again. Okay, let's bring up the map. That's where we want to go. Back towards central Brittany. Find somewhere to sell our wares. So we just move through the town, through the world. Just wondering if there's somewhere in Kiln. There probably is. Which is where we do need to pick up our quest, but at the moment we're not going to do questing today. It's under siege, so that means we've got to go around the siege. But we can do a not small amount of combat. To the left. There should be one coming up shortly. He's a fighter, so he's going to come towards us, so just help him out a bit. And there's a route, which is what we want to train. Oh, he stunned me. The route we can train. Get them tapped from above as well. Time to move now. Being attacked by the camps at the top, and they are much more stronger fighters than what's around the edge, and don't find a way of finding some cover soon. That's what we have. There we go. Just getting our health up a little bit more. Tap my souls so I can use some of the focus to put back in the healing. There we go. Another one here to take out. Oh, there's two of them. These run back. No, it's too much going on. Let's see if we can get through this. You're supposed to let new players through this, but once you've got a certain level of combat experience, of course you have to go through them, but I think you should balance it a little bit more. Because even though I can't get through without dying, it's hard to combat in this area. Well, it's not a problem because not everything's supposed to be easy. Now, there is a nice little node if somebody hasn't mined it, which is definitely worth mining. Get a bit of silver. Not attacked. Not normally attacked. You'll get help. You'll get help with these ones, so let's go back to our mining. There we go. As you can see, we're now moving a lot slower. And let's head into the kiln, and then we're going to find someone in there to sell our items on. Into kiln we go. What will happen if we just going to do a bit of running, which means about walking pace at this over encumbrance, because our movement is reduced by 15.8%. We are using our focus to do this. It's not too much of a problem. And here's the traders, which is what we come to see. Food trader, I'm just wondering, there's a blacksmith in the town, I'm certain. Blacksmiths are normally slightly better at selling the weapons and such like on. Again, we're going to keep the bear carcass, but that's going to be awkward. I'm going to put it in the bank and come back get it later. All the other stuff I'm going to sell. So, because I'd really like to get some money on this character. Sulphurous ash, we're going to need that later, but we don't need it right now. And tons of wolf carcasses. Now the bear carcasses I want to keep for recipes that I cook with another character, so I don't want to carry it on me right now. So what I'm going to do is, that's a public vendor, I'm going to use my bank slots, and I'm going to put it in the bank along with the raw cotton as well. Oh, forgot about that one. I'll put that in. That's just causing weight to carry. And where was that? Bear carcass. Thing is, it's a weight of 6, so it's quite heavy. And those arrows can go in for another player who uses a bow. The other items are the items we normally carry. If you do want to help your weight a bit, you can actually, if you're not doing crafting at that point, you can actually take all your crafting weapons off you. Of course you wouldn't want to take, but you can easily take the carpentry hammer, cleaver, cooking pot, cubit, fishing rod if you don't want to do any fishing. You keep that axe. If you're chopping down your trees, your hoe you can get rid of, the loom shuttle you can get rid of, your mortar and pestle, pickaxe you need, sickle you need, skinning knife you need. But some of these others you'd only need if you're doing crafting, and they do weigh a little bit compared to the small amount at this point in the game you can carry. So if you do want to spend a little bit longer out, if you just put some of your tools in your boxes at home or in the bank storage, whilst you're going out questing, it means you can carry a little bit more. And what I'll do is I'm going to end this video session here and pick it up again at a later date once we carry on training in the game. Now if you are new to my videos, if you click on the subscribe button, you'll get to know when more of my content comes out. Also, please do feel free to leave any comments in the comment section and I will get back to you, and thank you for watching.